gates and doors were barred, all the windows fastened down. I spent the night in sleeplessness and rose at every sound, half in hopeless sorrow and half in fear the day would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. And then just before the sunrise, I heard something at the wall, and then the gate began to rattle, and the voice began to call. And I hurried to the window, and I looked down in the street, expecting swords and torches, and the sound of soldiers' feet. There was no one there but Mary, so I went down to let her in. John stood there beside me as she told us where she'd been. She said they moved him in the night, and none of us know where. The stone's been rolled away, and now his body isn't there. And we both ran toward the garden, and then John ran on ahead. We found a stone in the empty tomb, just the way that Mary said. But the winding sheet they'd wrapped him in was just an empty shell. The hour where they'd taken him was more than I could tell. Well, something strange had happened here, but just what I didn't know. And John believed a miracle, but I just turned to go. Circumstance and speculation couldn't lift me very high, 'cause I'd seen them crucify him, and then I saw him die. Back inside the house again, the guilt and anguish came. Everything I'd ever promised him just added to my shame. 'Cause last it came to choices, I denied I knew his name. And even if he was alive, it just wouldn't be the same. And then suddenly the air was filled with a strange and sweet perfume. The light that came from everywhere drove the shadows from the room. And Jesus stood before me with his arms held open wide. And I fell down on my knees, and I just clung to him and cried. He raised me to my feet, and as I looked into his eyes, love was shining out from him like sunlight from the skies. Guilt and not confusion disappeared in sweet relief, and every fear I'd ever had just melted into peace.